Now that we've worked with brushes, we're going to access something called a brush library. A brush library is just a place that's housed a whole bunch of preset brushes that Illustrator provides for you. What's really dope is that you can go online and look up free brushes for Illustrator and actually bring in all different types of brushes into this program and really make anything. But we're going to practice accessing our brush panels and libraries for today. So to start off with, we're definitely going to need our brush panel. So we're going to go up to Window, Brushes. And your library is on the bottom left-hand corner where your little, it has a whole bunch of books. Same thing as your swatch library. There's a whole bunch of different types of libraries. So for your check for understanding, you're going to select the object like it says in the instructions. You're going to open up the library named Borders, hit Novelty, and choose the one that says Coffee Cups. And that's it. So you can kind of see how these brushes would apply. Now this looks more like a border than a brush, but the brushes libraries offers a whole bunch of different types of brushes. Not only traditional brushes, but some novelty ones like you see here. For part 2, it's kind of broken down step by step. You're basically adding specific brushes to specific locations on this layout here. So you're going to follow through these instructions. And for example, the first thing says, select one of the bands of the armadillo. So if I do that, it'll select all of them. Then it says to look up the brushes that says artistic, chalk, charcoal, and pencil, and find the brush that says charcoal varied brush. So to do that, if you hover your mouse over your brush, it'll tell you what it does. Then it says to put a specific stroke color, so I'm gonna hit on my stroke. And if I hover my mouse over it, it should say armadillo stripes, and that's the color I'm applying. All right, and the last section 5 and 6 asks you to edit this Texas document, this Texas shape with a specific brush as well. Now the main part of today is you really playing around with the different styles of brush and seeing what you can do. I've given you these very geometric figures, and I'd like you to choose a different type of brush for each figure. Don't use the same brushes over and over. Let's say I like the pencil. I'm going to apply the pencil. I'm also going to edit the number where my stroke is located quite often because some of these brushes are just going to be too big. So I can decide how thick I want the stroke. Maybe I want it a little closer to 0.75. The next one I'll try something else, and I can go through these little folders. Right? See how this is wild and 10. So if I put this a lot smaller, like in the decimal points, it'll be a little cooler to see. And I'd like you to apply a different type of brush to each one of these geometric shapes. If you really want to get creative, please try different colors and gradients to make this really stand out.